Hi all. Today I'm going to speak about the issues faced after the Kundalini awakening or spiritual awakening. So in this video I'm going to tell you the common issues faced or which I have faced, and I'm going to speak from my own experience. So there are three common issues, or like me, I'm classifying the issues faced after the Kundalini as into three categories. Like the first one is because of excessive Kundalini or excessive chi energy in the body, and this is, when you hear this, it's not a thing that you have to be happy about, because this is happening because you are not balanced out and all the Kundalini energy is stuck in a particular place, especially the third eye area, and this may cause some issues like body getting heated up and having headache, and you may also suffer from insomnia when this is happening. And if you are having this kind of excessive chi energy, and you have to balance yourself there. How to balance is like, there are lots of grounding meditation techniques. It differs from the type of meditation you are practicing. So if you are practicing Vipassana, then there will be a separate technique for grounding in Vipassana also, and if you practice Kai Yoga, then there is Shanti meditation, and it depends on the technique of meditation which you are practicing. There will always be a grounding technique which your teacher or your guru will be able to tell you. And other methods of grounding is walking in nature, and also I use a lot of grounding crystals to ground myself when I'm when there was a lot of excessive energy. And the other thing is, like, I started gardening. Gardening also helps you to ground your energy. So these are some of the ways where you can ground yourself for some time and keep your energy at Mooladhara. And once you are balanced enough, then once you do your Kundalini activation meditation, then there will be a proper balancing of energy across all chakras. So if you are having excessive Kundalini energy, I would not suggest you to do meditation techniques which will increase your Kundalini energy even more, because that will make you even more unbalanced. And I'm stressing on this point because if there is more and more of Kundalini energy stuck on your third eye part, that will make you unstable, and if you do not know how to bring this energy down, it may lead to other psychiatric conditions also, like psychosis. So it is only a temporary phenomena, it's not a permanent phenomena. So you need to do grounding techniques whenever you feel that you have a excessive Kundalini in your system. And you may also feel your body completely vibrating, and and mostly it's on your third eye area, and you may experience the body getting heated up completely and it's out of balance. So the second symptom or second effect is like whenever there is a chakra opening, and or whenever there is a blockage of any particular chakra and the Kundalini is trying to push through the chakra, that time you may feel some discomfort. For example, in my case, when I was like, when my sacral chakra was opening, I had some digestive problems, and my body started telling me like what kind of food suits me better, and I couldn't hold on to my old eating habits, so I had to shift to my new eating habits. Otherwise it was very much stressful for my body. And I'm not telling like body starts speaking to me in a literal sense. Those who are going through this awakening, they will know that the body is reacting too much, not like before. Like before you might have dumped a lot of food in your system, but now the body becomes sensitive to high vibrational food. When you eat high vibrational food, you feel completely alright and okay, and when you try to dump food which are not good for your body immediately shows it. Like you might experience vomiting or digestion problems and stress in your stomach. And also when it is like in the heart chakra, when it is opening also, you may feel a lot of emotional issues coming up, and you feel like crying, too much of crying, and some of them may have like very anxious, and if your heart chakra is closed, then you might not feel anything, like you feel very detached and things like that. So it differs from chakra to chakra. So for balancing out or opening a particular chakra, you would have to do practices for that particular, like meditation for the particular chakra, or you can use again crystals in this case, and also you can do yoga asanas which are pertaining to this chakra which is blocked. So when you do that regularly and slowly, it opens up, and and this is also a temporary process. It may be for months, and then it moves on to the next chakra, and the work keeps on going. So the next is like when a person who is not ready mentally and emotionally, then when this Kundalini awakening happens, they feel like it has pushed them pushed them out of somewhere. They just got a jerk out of nothing. So when they are not emotionally and mentally prepared for the transformation, it might be like panic attack or anxiety kind of situation, because they don't know what is happening with them. It was also with me. I didn't know what was happening with me, and it was like, it makes them go confused. But it's not a permanent state. Once I realized I was going through this process, and this all sorted down. So these are some of the problems I faced after the Kundalini awakening. These are not literally problems. I feel like these are like stepping stones for transforming my life. Once once the work started and I realized this is happening, then I was like calm, composed, and I was able to overcome the progress. And many of you have asked me like for how to awaken Kundalini and things like that. I will make a separate video on for whom the spiritual path is for, and I'm not going to tell like how to awaken the Kundalini, because this topic is less spoken for certain reasons. So but I will speak on who this path is for, because awakening your Kundalini, I don't think it's for everyone. Because if you're not ready for transforming your life totally, then this is a difficult thing to handle, and you also need to have completion of all your desires before you step into your spirituality. So I hope I covered some of the issues faced after the awakening process. And if you have any other doubts, you can let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely answer them. Thank you so much.